Hey guys, Aarava here, today bringing an F1 2014 gameplay video, and today we're here at Germany at Hockenheim for a 50% race with Valtteri Bottas' Williams. Now obviously I did a 100% race around here in Fernando Alonso's Ferrari. You can go check that out. I did that earlier in the week by clicking my channel name below, and that was quite an interesting race. It was wet to dry, but this is going to be a completely dry 50% race. But because it's a 50% race, the tyre scaling should be a bit more tricky for us to manage on the strategy. And as you can see, I'm on pole position because I actually qualified for this race in the Williams, just to see the pace of the Legend AI, because obviously I'm thinking about doing 50% races for my career mode in a week's time, so I wanted to see how the AI stack up. So let's look at the pole lap and see how the lap went.
The pits within the next couple of laps. Great session, you're in pole, absolutely fantastic, fantastic drive.
So as you can see, that was very, very close indeed between qualifying, and it was 500ths of a second between myself and Nico Rosberg for pole position and second place. So very close qualifying. Let's hope it's a close race. We're going to be looking at the tyre strategy. Obviously it's a 50% race, so the tyre scaling is a bit more extreme. As you can see, it looks like to be a 4-stop, which is quite overkill actually. I think maybe we could get away with 3 stops. We'll have to see in the race, but we're going to start off on the options and go to 2 primes. And then it says 2 options. I'm going to think about maybe seeing if we'll do a 3rd prime stint or maybe 1 option stint, try and stretch it out. I'm not too sure, but let's look at the setup quickly. That was very quick indeed. Obviously at this stage really I don't have a complete fastest setup for each track at the moment, so there's no point kind of taking it down for you guys. Just you know, test it yourselves. We'll see. I'm sure there'll be a faster setup within a few weeks time from some of the faster guys who do YouTube. So yeah, here we go. We're on pole position for this 50% race, 34 laps at Hockenheim. We're on pole position. Nico Rosberg is on my right. We're going to 5 red lights for the German Grand Prix, and we are off and actually having a terrible start. Rosberg jumps us straight away, and Vettel, and it looks like maybe even Ricciardo on the right and Alonso on the left indeed maybe. So we're up to 3rd place back again. So Alonso was side by side with us, but he's gone wide, so we're back up to 3rd. And now we're trying to follow Rosberg and Vettel, trying to maybe look at a move down the inside of Nico Rosberg, but no, he's got better traction round down the outside of that second corner. And so now going down to the back straight, and we're going to rev up. We're going to try and get in the slipstream of Nico Rosberg. He's got his ERS flashing red light there, you can see. So he's harvesting some ERS energy. So can we get him down the inside to the hairpin? We're going to make it, and yes, we can get down to 2nd place, down to 1st gear in this very heavily fueled Williams car. 34 laps of fuel, obviously, and we're up to 2nd place now. So that was a horrible start from the Grand Prix, and we're down to 2nd place from what was pole position. Vettel streaking away now, because on lap 5 you can see it wants me to pit right now, and Vettel is miles away. You can see on the track map on the left, he is completely off our track map now. Rosberg's right behind me, hampering me, but I'm going to come into the pits now, getting a snap of oversteer in the pits and hitting the gravel trap there on the left a tiny bit. We're down to lean mix, and now we're going to go into the prime tyres. So it looks like from the track map so far no one's pitting on the grid, which is a bit worrying. It looks like maybe the computer and the engineers have told me to pit a bit too early than I should have. as it looks like no one is coming to the pits this early on lap 5, which it was. But never mind, we're on the prime tyre. We're going to try and see how far we can go on these prime tyres. Maybe try and stretch them, because I said I don't want to make a 4-stop. I think the 4-stop is a bit overkill, like the computer wants me to. I think a 3-stop will probably be better. So yeah, we're down to 17th place now. Obviously no one's made their pit stops yet, so we are quite far down in the order, but we're up to Rich Mix now. We're going to burn some fuel and try and catch some people. And now to lap 6, we're closing in on Pastor Maldonado in 16th place. Surprisingly, he has not crashed yet, so that's a good thing for him. And now we're coming through onto lap 7. It looks like my teammate Massa is pit, so it looks like he's the only one who's pit yet. So as we overtake Massa, get a beautiful exit of off turn 1 to overtake in 15th place. It looks like me and my teammate Massa are the only ones to pit right now. So it looks like maybe the engineers think our Williams cars are not very good on tyre here in Germany. I'm not too sure. So we'll see how that goes. On to lap 8 now. We're behind Danny Kvyat, the Russian. Obviously, we just had the Russian Grand Prix, and Kvyat didn't do too well there. He's in 10th place at the moment. Obviously, people are yet to make his pit stops. He's yet to make his pit stop, and he's going very slowly indeed, and he's going to go to the pits. My God, that was stupid of him. So Kvyat basically parks it, not even on an apex. He parks it in the middle of the track as he's braking to go to the pit. So very stupid from him. That's hampered me quite a lot as we're coming out, and looks like Rosberg, that's Rosberg, yep, Rosberg's coming out the pits, just overtaken him, so up to 6th place now. But yeah, if Kvyat held us up any longer, we could have been behind Rosberg, so that could have been very bad indeed. So maybe that's something that needs to be looked at for the AI. That's a bit stupid of them to brake right in the middle of the corner to go into the pits at Hockenheim indeed. I'm not too sure about any other track if they do that, but Rosberg's trying to overtake us now on lap 9, but we should have it covered. He didn't really have the speed. Obviously he didn't have DRS because he just came out the pits. So at the moment we're running 6th place, and we'll see how that goes once people pit. And now cutting on to lap 13, people have pit, and we're back up to 2nd place now on lap 13. So this is where we were before the pit stop phases, so it's sort of worked out us pitting earlier. But now Rosberg is right on my gearbox, and he's got DRS obviously, and looks like Raikkonen behind him has also got DRS. He's in the stream. Rosberg turns out to the right. He's on the option tyres right now. That's a good thing to note. He is going for the overtaking move down the inside. Will he make it stick? I'm going around the outside. Looks like, oh Jesus, Rosberg come out of nowhere there. Didn't expect him to come out. So suddenly snap of oversteer, and now Kimi Raikkonen's going to overtake us. Is Magnussen going to get us? Yes he is. We're going to tap him, tapping rear tyres. All 3 of these guys on the option tyres. I'm on the prime, so I'm going slower than them. Now I've gone massively deep in that corner, gone wide in, changed late to 3rd gear. Magnussen's now got me as I've got another snap of oversteer, and we're down to 5th place. Horrible stuff in the span of what, you know, a few 5 corners. I've gone from 2nd to 5th. Very bad stuff. So yeah, all 3 on the option tyres. Quite surprised at how aggressive Rosberg was into that hairpin. He kind of just jumped out of nowhere to try and squeeze me out. So quite, you know, happily surprised that he was that aggressive on the move. Fair play to him. So now we've gotten to lap 14. We're going to make our pit stop again for another set of prime tyres. But a good thing to note, all 3 of those cars were on option tyres. So they went option. So now they'll be theoretically going prime. So I've got an option prime, and now I'm going for another set of prime. So we may be faster at the end of the Grand Prix if we're on option tyres and they're on prime tyres. So that's a good thing to note. So now as we come out of the pits, now we're going to cut on to lap 19, and we're behind Kevin Magnussen now. So we've caught up to Kevin Magnussen. He overtook us obviously in that little lap 13 scrap, and now we've got DRS. We powered past him, no qualms done, and down to the hairpin. Nice easy braking, and we've got 7th place on Kevin Magnussen, and Sergio Perez is up ahead. Let's try and catch him now. Use these tyres. Obviously they're on fresher tyres than everyone else who have pit a bit earlier than us because they're on options, so they would have pit a lot earlier than us. And so now onto lap 21, we're in the DRS zone. We've got DRS. Can we get the slipstream going on Sergio Perez into 8th gear, long 8th gear? Here we go. Can we get the move done down the inside of Sergio Perez? Going to brake very late down the inside. We're going to try and squeeze him out, and yes, we have got that place done for 5th place on Sergio Perez. Kimi Raikkonen's 4th place. Not too sure who's 3rd, and I think Rosberg's 2nd, and Vettel has streaked out massively for 1st place. I can tell you Vettel has literally done a Vettel 2013-esque sort of thing, which is quite surprising because obviously it is 2014. So I don't know where he's found that pace, but yeah, he's nowhere to be seen. So we're firmly in 5th place, but at the moment this is where we were pretty much before everyone made their pit stop. So let's hopefully we can catch Raikkonen. He's only 4 seconds ahead, so he'll have to make another pit stop, I'm guessing, at some point. Obviously, I have to as well in a few laps' time, but we'll see how everything pans out. But for now, the car is feeling a bit better than that first prime stint. That first prime stint, obviously, I lost 3 places in the span of 5 corners, but at the moment, these second prime tyres are feeling much better. And now we're actually up to P4 because it looks like Hulkenberg, or is that Kimi Raikkonen? Yeah, that's no, yeah, Raikkonen's ahead of us, so it looks like a Hulkenberg pit as well. So Hulkenberg's pit, so now we're up to 4th place, Raikkonen's 3rd, that means Rosberg's 2nd, and Vettel is definitely 1st. And so we'll see how it goes. We've got optimum fuel, so we'll see how that goes as well. We can burn some fuel. Looks like Perez is actually coming back at us, so we're going to have to be a bit wary, but also it's nearly time to pit onto the option tyres. Now, the computer wants me to do 2 option tyres. I'm thinking we just do 1. We can maybe try and stretch it out. So here onto lap 24, I'm going to come into the pits for the option tyres, and this is going to be my last set. So I know what you're thinking. Alright, we've got 10 laps left for the Grand Prix. Option tyres, we pit on lap 5 at the beginning of the race for option tyres. So we're going twice as long on this last set of option tyres, but we're on lower fuel, and generally the tyres are feeling better on lower fuel at the moment. I can manage them a lot better because that first prime stint felt horrible. That second prime stint felt pretty damn good. So I think we can do this on the option tyres. If we have good pace, make sure we're good out the traction zones, we can try and get a good result on these option tyres. Obviously, we'll be a lot faster than all the AI who are definitely on prime tyres because they're all on options early. So now we're coming on to lap 26 through the first corner now. A lot of downforce, a lot of grip here, and we're going to get Grosjean easily on the DRS. And just confirming, Grosjean is on the prime tyres. Looks like all the AI are on the prime tyres at the moment because obviously they did 2 sets of options in the beginning, unlike myself where I went option prime. So we're setting the faster lap, the faster sector indeed of the Grand Prix. Now onto the end of lap 26, onto lap 27. Now we've set the faster lap of the Grand Prix, the 117 dead pretty much, and now we're catching Kimi Raikkonen in 5th place. Can we get in that Ferrari car? Obviously a bit underpowered compared to our Mercedes Williams car. Can we get him through 3rd gear, through that corner, getting good traction here up to 4th gear, now 5th. Now are we going to get DRS? We should do. We were within 1 second, I think. Yes, we are. Opening the DRS flap, gaining the speed up to 8th gear now. Can we try and overtake Kimi Raikkonen down the inside? It's going to be a bit of a dive bomb, but can we make it? We're going to dive bomb here down the inside. Just about gets it for 5th place. Just about got Kimi Raikkonen, the Iceman, for 5th place. And now Magnussen up ahead. I don't know if we'll have to overtake him. I'm not too sure if he has to pit yet, but we're up to 5th place at least now. So still a good haul of points, but we'll see if we can try and overtake some more people. Hopefully we will be overtaking more people. And now we're coming on to lap 29. Hulkenberg up ahead. Looks like he's in 3rd place. Looks like Magnussen is pit actually. We didn't see that in the highlights, so it looks like Magnussen pit. Hulkenberg's in 3rd. Rosberg's in 2nd. And Vettel's in 1st. Now we're going to try and overtake Hulkenberg down the inside of 2 cars. Jesus. Down the inside of 2 cars for 3rd place. That was very close indeed. DRS move down the inside of 2 cars. We're in the middle car and a three-way kind of scrap there for a second. That was obviously a back marker on the right and Hulkenberg on the left. Just about made it. That was quite a tight squeeze. But yeah, at the moment we've got 4 laps left, so we're on these tyres for 6 laps so far, and they're feeling pretty good. So we're going to the end actually on these option tyres, and we've taken the option tyres to the end. They felt very good indeed. So it looks like the general trend is that in qualifying, it's very, very close with the AI. And then at the beginning of the race, the AI have much more pace than me, probably due to the heavier fuel, probably the fact that I can't get the traction down because of the heavier fuel, so I'm struggling on the rear tyres. But it looks like as the fuel drops, I get better and better, and it looks like towards the end, on the last few laps, with the lowest fuel, I am definitely on par, if not a bit faster than most of the Legend AI. So it looks like it should be quite interesting for career mode in a week's time. I'm not too sure what car I'm going to choose for career mode just yet, but this all these 50% races that I've been doing are going to help me and give me an inkling on what I should choose. So Sebastian Vettel's won the race, Rosberg's coming in 2nd, I'm come home in 3rd with some option tyres that are absolutely gone. But yeah, we made it work. 10 laps on the option, pretty damn happy with that tyre wear at the moment. I mean, obviously the tyres did wear scripted, the kind of normal tyre wear, but I was able to make it work. So yeah, that was a pretty damn good race. If you guys did enjoy that, give it a like, comment below what you thought. Subscribe if you're new for weekly F1. Obviously, in a week's time, my career mode will be starting once the full game is out. But yeah, we got a 3rd place there. A very good race. Obviously, as I said, I struggled at the beginning with the tyre wear and the traction, and then eventually as the fuel came down, it got a lot better, and we were able to come back at the AI. So that's definitely a race I would enjoy doing, you know, week in, week out for career mode. So I think 50% race is definitely the way to go. Obviously, as I said, I can't do 100% races, I just don't have the time, but also 25% races don't really have that much tyre wear strategy, so I think 50% races with qualifying is the best way to go, and it looks like we don't have to be worried if we qualify quite high in the qualifying, because it looks like the AI do have the pace on me at the beginning of the races, and so it just becomes a kind of case of, can we get it back? Can we get the pace back later on into the race? So I think that's how the career mode races will pan out. But yeah, I think this race, what you saw today, I think that is a good kind of, I think that's a good race for a career mode week in, week out. If you do agree with me, then do comment below. Do comment below if you do disagree with me as well, because I want to know, because obviously I want to put career mode videos out that you guys enjoy, but also that I enjoy racing. So we need to find some sort of compromise. But for me personally, this kind of race here at Hockenheim in the Williams, that was very good. So yeah, I mean, you know, in a week's time we'll start the career mode, and hopefully you know, these races will give me an inkling, give you an inkling to what car I should maybe pick. Comment below what maybe car you think I should go in. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. But if you guys did enjoy that video, give it a like, comment below what you thought, subscribe to you for weekly F1 content, and I will see you guys next time. Hope you enjoy the rest of the day. Goodbye.